all white rank. Couldn't hit if it had ain't. Lanes can't call it and you lame. You had it and you lost it.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On first down, it's Taylor dumping it off for Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here we go.
On first down, gone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Tiger.
Goff throwing again. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got some space here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that'll make the score 14-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw on second down is gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Here's Taylor. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. And an update from a game going on out in Denver. The Broncos, they've got the early lead over the Chargers. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, and try and move the football.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big run there by Gurley. 56 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run here with John Kelly. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
I'm gonna hit you all day, baby. Here we go, here we go. Hey, slow down, slow down.
A give. This is Kelly. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Down just outside the 10 at the 11. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
76. 76. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's gone. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. So out now come the Cardinals. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Dancing to his left. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. That'll bring up 2nd down. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Taylor. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the 50, it's gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
14.
Now Goff on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Dayon Buchanan able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
5.
Out of the gun. Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Goff now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run. It's Gurley. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. This one fielded at the 5. Ooh, with a juke. Oh, now he bowls him over. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Goff on 1st down. And that one's complete to Gurley. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, here's Gone. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now a first down throw. Gone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Gerald Everett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Going deep here for Bryant. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Gone. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. and they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
The reason that counter or misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction that starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look, and now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way.
Taylor hit. He lost the football, and the Rams have got it back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On first down, it's Gurley. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And now running right through it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll give it to him up the middle. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
He'll get it up the middle. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? On the keeper, here's Goff. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
That was a statement stop right there. Now forces the opposing head coach to answer this question. What do you do on 4th down?
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They're running with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
If they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up. Johnson, they'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's Taylor to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Slow.
They pitch it out to Murray. And he's got room. Finding room inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And this one through the uprights and good. An update now from Northern California, up in Oakland. And the pass. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, LA. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now Taylor. On the run, he'll let this go. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Forced out to his left. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
2 for 66. DC.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll go again with Kelly. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Single receiver. Hey, we go. 76. Hey, watch it. Shoot. Go, 12, Joe. Hard ball. Listen. Right 20.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Orange. 4 down.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now, 3rd and goal. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and push it in with Gurley. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock, so tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Slow.
He's back to throw. And Gresham has it left side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield.